What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ray Zell back again with another video for y'all. And I just want to say shout out to everybody, all the Commanders fans, the Commanders organization, everybody, man, because man, this season has been really special. It's been the best season of my life by far, of me being on this earth. And we got 12 wins since 1991, which is also the first time in my lifetime. So man, in this video, we're just gonna talk about that for a little bit. We're gonna go over the game that got us 12 wins for a little bit. We're gonna go over a little bit about the matchup as well. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. First off, I want to mention, give a shout out to Terry, man. He got the record, the franchise record for most touchdowns in the season. I think it was 13, man. Honestly, he could have had more. We had so many other opportunities to get him more touchdowns, more yards. But it's just the first year with him and JD5 connection. I expect him to have another career season next season. But it felt good that he got that on a game-winning touchdown. Man, watching it, first half of the game, I didn't think it was going to happen, man. I just thought, honestly, I didn't know what to expect watching that first half of the game. That was pretty bad. It's probably the worst first half I've seen all season, or one of the worst first halves we've played all season. So it felt good watching Marcus Mariota come in and look pretty good out there, because he's been such a good mentor to JD5. And when he does have to come out, when he did have to come out this season and play, he's played really well. I would like to keep him. I would like to keep him obviously as a backup for years to come, but I think he's earned the right to, he looked pretty good this season when he came in. So I think he's earned the right to fight for a starting role elsewhere. And, best of luck to him if that's what he wants to do. But I would like to keep him, man. He's been, I feel like words can't really describe what he's been to Jaden. And you only can think about what he said to Jaden in the background, or how he actually mentored him, because I know he definitely mentored him during this season. So shout out to Marcus Mariota and shout out to Terry. But yeah, man, that game was crazy, man. It's never a Commanders game if it doesn't end like that. But that's been our season, man. We've overachieved all season. We fight to the end of every game. We honestly could have had more wins, but we also could have had more losses. So it's just the way the chips have fell. We've been really clutch this season, and yesterday was another one of those games where we came up clutch. But like I said, man, that really summed up the season, and it was another one of them heart attack games. But I'm glad we got the 12 wins. Glad Terry got his 13 catches on the season, and I'm glad Marcus looked pretty good, and Jaden Daniels got the rest a little bit headed into Wild Card Weekend next week. So speaking of Wild Card Weekend, we are playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2005, which was our last playoff win, but we played them at home. This time we're playing them at their home. So I think it's a game we can win. I really do think it's a game that we can win if we take care of business. The biggest things that stand out to me, that scares me the most in this game, is the running game, offensively and defensively. I'm not really worried about the matchup with Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore. That's going to play itself out. I think Marshawn's going to make some plays. I think Mike Evans is going to make some plays. But the biggest thing that stands out to me is the running game, offense and defense. Starting off with offense real quick. I love B-Rob. I want him to stay. I want him to get healthy. I think he'll still be on the team next season, or maybe season after that. If we franchise tag him or whatever happens, I would like him to stay. But right now, I think his snaps need to significantly decrease. And I think we just got to switch it up, man. Like some of them runs that we have B-Rob going, we need to incorporate C-Rod in there, maybe McNichols and Eckler, because now the Eckler's back definitely, but it's just not working. I don't know. It's a mixture of the line not getting the push that they were getting in the beginning of the season. It's also B-Rob just not seeing the holes, and he's not hitting them as hard as he's used to hitting them. Maybe he's not trusting his eyes. I don't know. But it's just not there. And going into this Tampa game, we need a run game. We need it. We can't, like, obviously we can still win if we rely on JD5. I would rather not rely on JD5 like that, man. I would rather us have a run game and kind of let Jaden Daniels do what he do besides the run game. Like, have the run game and then also let JD, like, timely plays here and there. But I think it's time we limit his snaps a little bit. I really do. I don't say bench him. I think he should still get a good amount of the snaps, but I think we should incorporate Eckler in there, obviously, because he's back, and also C-Rod. Some of those first down snaps, man, or second down snaps, or those runs where it's between the tackles, because we got to switch it up. We got to have a 1, 2, maybe 3 punch, you know. So that's that. And also our defense, man. I don't know how we're going to stop Bucky Irvin in their run game. We really haven't stopped the run game all season. Teams have just been able to run it on us. I think we're third to last in run defense this season right now. They just running on us. I don't understand why we can't stop the run, and it's specifically on the edge. We cannot set the edge on the run game at all. I don't get it. But that scares me, bro. Our running and also our team's running. It's kind of scary, like, because I kind of know every game, these last games, most of the games of the season going into the game, our defense stopping the run, we just haven't done it. And I go into the game like, damn, we really need to stop the run. And then the game comes and we just don't. So why would I believe coming into the Buccaneers, who have Bucky Irvin, why would I believe that we're going to stop the run against them? I just don't. But that's one of the keys to victory, man. We at least got to limit it. We got to do something. Something got to change. But that's that on that, man. I also wanted to touch on Dan Quinn possibly winning Coach of the Year. I truly think he should be up there. I think he's top 3 nonetheless. I think the only other coaches that have a case right now is Kevin O'Connell, of course, and Dan Campbell. I was watching shout out to Reedy and Z, because I was watching their stream earlier, and they had mentioned that Kevin O'Connell has been coaching the Vikings for at least a season or two already, and so has Dan Campbell. Even though Dan Quinn has coached a NFL team before, this is his first season coaching as the Commanders. That speaks something. And then the roster turnover. So many players have turned over. Like, so many players have left and came in, and we still won 12 games. Not to mention that we have a rookie QB. Not to mention that we was projected to have 4 or 5 wins this season. Like, when you factor all that in, he has to be close to the top for Coach of the Year. I mean, I think he's definitely going to be on the ballot. Should he win, you can make a case for Kevin O'Connell, because nobody expected Sam Darnold to be playing like this. But I think the Vikings were still expected to have more wins than us. Like, I don't think it's a runaway favorite, in my opinion. But if Dan Quinn won, I wouldn't be surprised. But if Kevin O'Connell won, I wouldn't be surprised either. I would still put Dan Quinn above Dan Campbell, at least, because the Lions were really, really good last season. So they came into the season expecting to be at least somewhere around this dominant as they are now. The only team, the Vikings weren't expected to really be this dominant, but neither were we. We've exceeded our expectations way further than what the Vikings have, in my opinion. But like I said, Dan Quinn should definitely be close to the top, at least on the ballot. But that's neither here nor there. But also, let's mention the news that came out today. So Marshawn Lattimore was by Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn said that Marshawn Lattimore did run a little bit today, and him and Tyler Biadasz are trending upward. So that's good. That's good news regarding their injuries. I already told y'all last week, I think they'll be ready for the playoffs, even if they're not 100%. those type of guys, they're going to suit up. They got to play. They're not going to. You're not going to tell them they can't play in this playoff game, and I don't expect them to sit out. So that's that on that. But I guess as the week goes on, we'll know more about that. And I did see some news about JD5 with a leg injury. I don't think he has a leg injury at all. He doesn't have a leg injury. They just took him out the second half because that's what the game plan was going into the game. But JD5's rookie of the year, man. I think it's locked up. I think it was locked up after the Eagles game, honestly. I think the Falcons game reassured it. Even though he didn't play well the first half of this game, and he didn't play at all the second half, and then Bo Nix went off against the second stringers against the Chiefs to make his stats look well, I think JD5 still has a rookie of the year. Because he really only played about 15 and a half games this season when you think about it, but or 15 games in total. This might be one of the greatest rookie seasons I've ever seen in recent memory in my mind. But man, just to culminate everything that's happened into this season, it's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable, man, from top to bottom. Ownership, Adam Peters picking the players, Dan Quinn, rookie quarterback. Like, even how defense, I know how defense hasn't been that good, but with what we have, bruh, you cannot understate what we have done with what we have. Like, and that goes to coaching, man. That really goes to coaching and the culture that they have set in and getting everybody to buy in, but this is definitely one of them seasons that you sit back on and you tell your kids about, and you be like, hey, I was there for that, man. And I also went to that Bears game. Going to that Bears game was crazy because I had Bears fans sitting right behind. I was at the other end of the goalpost where Noah Brown caught the touchdown. I was at the other end. So when he caught it, I just heard everybody going crazy. I didn't really see him catch it yet. But I was sitting right in front of some Bears fans, and they was just talking so much trash the whole day, bruh. And leading up to that Hail Mary pass, I was like, damn. I honestly thought it was over because I haven't seen a Hail Mary pass in the Commanders uniform ever, I don't think. So I'm like, they talking so much trash. I'm like, damn, how's he lost? And then when Noah Brown caught it, I looked back, they was like, mouth was stuck. It was like 4 of them. They was all just stuck, just looking with their mouth dropped, just. I turn around to, celebrate with my family and my girl and everybody. And 30 seconds later, I turn back around. They're gone, vanished, like a whisper in the night. Like they got out of there. So, man, I just have so many stories, but I'm gonna say that for another time for y'all. But shout out to the Commanders. 12-5 on the season. Really, really historical season. Memorable season, and I'm just glad to be here and being able to witness it. Thank you, y'all, for watching this video. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what y'all best memories are from the season. I just want to hear everything that y'all got to say. And yeah, man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Peace out.